right. That song just kind of goes in a horrible loop. I like the way it starts out, but then it has no variation. And if you're curious, the title of that song, it's called Beach Disco. I figured, the strobe lights would kind of convey the idea of a beach setting. As we're celebrating our milestone of 6,000 subscribers. Actually, we're almost at 6,100 subscribers. We're getting really, really close. And so, unlike in the past where I've kind of left you hanging and I've kind of left you wondering, well, what's the giveaway item going to be? I just thought I would open up and show you right away. And if you don't recognize this machine, then you're probably new to this channel because I've featured it numerous times. It's one of my favorite machines that Singer ever made. And I compare it all the time to the Singer Featherweight 221 because when you look at the entire bed length of this machine, this 99K, it's shorter in overall bed length than the Singer 221 when they fold that extension bed down on the Featherweight. We're talking a super compact machine, and yet it's able to get the job done in a way that just kind of blows your mind. Almost like those psychedelic colors right there kind of blow your mind as well. I better unplug that thing or we're going to probably think that we're on some sort of a weird trip or something like that. All right, I got her unplugged now, thankfully. So, this 99K is an absolutely phenomenal machine. I'm going to kind of go around it a little bit. And I haven't even completely polished this machine up yet. Whoever wins it, it's going to be probably prettier than a shiny penny. And already right now, I think it's really a head turner. So you can kind of see the serial number right there. And I'm not going to tell you the birth date of this machine right away. So if you want to look it up and post it in the chat during this premiere, I'll go ahead and send you something special. So you can see it as clear as day right there. Make note of it. If you don't have time to post it during the premiere in the chat because you don't want to miss any of the clues for this giveaway, then go ahead and post it on Facebook in conjunction with this premiere announcement after the premiere. And I'll go ahead and send you something special as well. So I think this is just an absolutely phenomenal machine. It has a lot of the attributes that you'll see for a machine like this that came out of Scotland. Now the British are going to really get upset, and I want to be kind to our friends over in the United Kingdom because they are the second largest group of watchers of this channel next to all the folks in the US. So I don't want to offend those good folks, but I have to be an honest broker in saying to you that this back tack feature and everything is something that finds its roots reaching way back into the production series of the machines that were made in Scotland. And you can see it's got a stitch length variation that's huge, everything from around 6 stitches per inch all the way down to 30. So you're going to be able to get a stitch range that's just crazy on this machine. Not to mention, it's powered by the equivalent of about a 0.6 amp motor. And if you want that to be in some sort of perspective, it's going to have the same size motor output as the Singer 201-2 or the Singer 1591. Now granted, those are direct drive, gear-to-gear type machines, but the motor size on this tiny little tot of a machine that hails from the great country of Scotland is going to have the same motor power as those machines. So that's worth noting. Blah, blah, blah. That's worth noting because that tells you right away this little machine, while it's small in stature and size, it's going to have a lot of kick down at the needle. And we'll take a look at that in just a second at some of the sew-offs that I've already done. And like I said, I haven't even finished polishing this machine up yet. And look at that bed. Look at the overall look of this machine that you could potentially win if you are the one that ends up being victorious at my contest. And no one won the last contest, if you remember that. When we hit 5,000 subscribers, no one won that. Bill was my judge on that contest, and I trust him implicitly, and no one hit the mark. So I decided this time, just to kind of open up the floodgates a little bit more, we were looking for 100% on the last contest. We played all those really cool songs on my music box. We had a couple people get really close, but they didn't hit the mark as far as being 100%. So on this contest, it's going to be whoever gets the most correct answers and whoever gets the most likes. In other words, you're going to post your answers in conjunction with this announcement on Facebook. Do not post it on YouTube. Post your answers for this 6,000 subscriber giveaway on Facebook in conjunction with this premiere announcement. And then you're going to get all your friends, families, woodland creatures, strangers on a corner, anyone you can find to come and like what you post in conjunction with your answers. And then what I'm going to have you to do as well is another part to that, and I'll tell you what that is as I begin to give you more details on this contest. But I'll tell you one thing, the 99K, this one in particular, on a Scotland, is absolutely one of my favorite machines. It has almost 2 times the power of the Singer Featherweight. It's shorter in overall bed length than the Featherweight, and it is the rugged of rugged when it comes to getting stitch offs done in a way that will just blow your mind. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to kind of lift these up and lean them against the bed. I hope that I succeed in getting them to lean against the bed. And we're going to take a closer look at these stitch offs that have already been done on this 99K. So if by now you haven't posted it in the chat, then I might give you the birth date and just say that you're too late. I might not. I like to send gifts to my friends. So we'll see. I might give you, if you don't have it posted yet, then I might just give it to you. Okay, so what we're looking at first on this sew-off that I did on this 99K is 3 layers of genuine cowhide. We're not talking 1 layer, we're not talking 2, we're talking 3 layers. As a matter of fact, I'll see if I can kind of turn it to the side for a second to show you what we sewed through. That's the thick of thick. We're probably talking 12 to 14 ounces of leather. And this 99K got it done so easily. It was almost embarrassing. I almost felt like, boy, I really goofed that one up. I should have done 4 layers. But look at the stitch as well that it laid down. I mean, it just doesn't hardly get any better than that, folks. I would describe that as a near perfect stitch, and that's 3 layers of genuine cowhide. We're talking, like I said, 12 to 14 ounces. Then I went to my U.S. Army grade canvas that you know I like so much. When I run out of that, it's going to be a really sad day at the workshop. So if any of you have a bead on some old Army tents or some old Army bivouac things that are made out of this U.S. Army grade canvas, and you want to send it to me, I will be eternally indebted to you. Eternally indebted to you. So here we did 8 layers of U.S. Army grade canvas with this little 99K. And look at, again, the stitch quality. Absolutely crazy spectacular. In every way, it just doesn't get any better than that as far as the quality of the stitch. The formation and everything else, the spacing, and look at when we look from the side if I don't knock it off the workbench. That's what 8 layers of U.S. Army grade canvas looks like, and this 99K got the job done ridiculously easy. Ridiculously easy. I may have to get a drink of water. My palate is getting dry. And then I did snakeskin on top of it. I think this was 3 layers of snakeskin. And again, because of the scaly appearance of the snakeskin, which is a combination snakeskin leather. I've done this before on camera for you. It is really tough stuff to get through. And we did 3 layers of that stuff. Then I went over to my commercial grade vinyl. My commercial grade vinyl. I've got 3 or 4 thicknesses. I don't remember. Let me take a look. My genuine cowhide is going to fall over here. We're going to do a little timber here pretty quick. How many layers of this do I have? 3 layers. 3 layers of commercial grade vinyl. Any of you that ever have sewn vinyl before, you should know how absolutely nuts this stuff is to get through. It's crazy difficult to sew through this stuff, and it is notorious for manipulating the needle and the thread to cause skip stitches. And yet, as you can see here, this 99K laid down stitches that are absolutely, what? If you said brag-worthy, you know me pretty well. These are brag-worthy stitches, folks. Through 3 layers of this commercial grade vinyl. And then last but certainly not least, I did 2 layers of genuine cowhide and just did kind of a little dipsy doodle down and around. And once again, this 99K did not miss a beat when it comes to the quality of the stitches that it laid down on this 2 layers of genuine cowhide. And I've said it before, if any of you have one of those cheapy weepy machines that had plastic gears and you bought it from a local retailer and you said, is there really a difference between one of these machines that Singer makes now and a Singer sewing machine like this one in front of you right now? Go ahead and sew any of these sew-offs on your machine. Matter of fact, try to do all of them. And then go back to that retailer and say, I'd really like to get my money back because I want to save up and get one of Scott's machines. Because there's no comparison. There's no comparison at all. It's not even close. It's crazy to even try to correlate the 2 machines. It's like night and day. It's like oil and water. And again, whoever wins this 99K, you're going to get all these sew-offs. You're going to be able to hold them in your hand. Or some of my customers have done, you're going to be able to run them underneath the needle just as I did and say, hey, the proof's in the pudding. I did it myself in my own home after winning this machine. Now I want to say something really quick before I get all excited, all distracted, and jump into this contest and kind of get you into the rhythm of things. I want to say very clearly, the only thing that I'm going to ask of that winner is that you cover the cost of shipping. Shipping a machine like this is not going to be outrageous. It's a tiny little machine, but it's still going to be an investment on your part. I'm going to give you the machine fully restored. I'm going to give you the machine, no strings attached, which, by the way, comes with a limited lifetime warranty. Even if you win the thing, you're going to have a limited lifetime warranty on this machine, which means I'm going to cover this machine unless you do something really ridiculously negligent or neglectful. I'm going to cover it from bobbing the balance wheel for as long as you own the machine, period. So you're getting all of that free, but you will have to cover the shipping cost. I just want to say that. So if you jump into this contest from England or from Scotland, just be prepared. You're going to have to send me a check to cover that shipping, and you know, it'll be an investment. But you know, in my opinion, it's a very small investment compared to what you're going to be getting. Not only is it drop dead gorgeous, but it has the ability to deliver a stitch that surpasses the featherweight in my estimation, and be able to go through heavy duty materials that will be able to go neck and neck, stride for stride with a Singer 201-2 or a Singer 1591. I'm saying it. This little tiny tot will be able to run neck and neck with the big boys because of the power of that motor and because I've optimized every single inch of this machine. Period. It's optimized. It's ready to rock and roll. Okay, blah, 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 blah. What I want to do now is launch into this contest. And this is going to be a totally different kind of contest. First of all, I should show you something I added above the workbench. I'm going to zoom out, see if you can catch a glimpse of it. Aren't these cool? I love vintage cars, and I just added these because I've got a brick wall behind the workbench, and sometimes depending on the shots I'm doing, you got just a lot of wall. And I just thought it'd be fun to add these as part of the backdrop, at least, as you're looking at this workbench in totality. Isn't that kind of cool? And yeah, I've anchored them really well, so they're not going to fall on anybody's machine, I promise you. Sort of promise you. I think that's pretty good wire I've got it up there with. At any rate, let's get into the contest. You've been very patient as I go through all of these different things. Okay, why are we zooming in on the rock? Why are we zooming in on DWAYNE Johnson? Because that's the first answer to this contest. I gave it to you. You could have gotten it. Yeah. I know you could have. You're all very smart. But I wanted to launch into it by giving you the name of the first person that is going to be starting this contest off. It's going to be the first answer that you need to write down and put with all of your answers on the Facebook business page in conjunction with this premiere. Don't put it anywhere else or it's not going to count. Okay? So answer number one, students, friends, colleagues, is DWAYNE Johnson. Now, what I'm going to do as I take you through this contest, I'm going to show you a lot of what I would consider to be prominent or famous people that are involved in some facet of sewing. You're going to have to make note of who they are, and then after you get all of the correct answers written down in order, you're going to have to pick out one of those prominent famous people and write a brief paragraph. Write a dissertation if you want, I don't care. And tell everyone, including those who are going to come to your post and like it, tell them why you like that individual. Maybe it's because of a stand that they've taken. Maybe it's because of some movie that they've done or a career that they've had or who knows what. And I want you to really make your case for that prominent, that famous person. And then again, get everybody under the sun to come to your post and to like it. And then you'll be really, really close to winning that beautiful 99K that you've seen so prominently displayed in this premiere. I'm just taking a quick look at the calendar because I want to give us a date to work with, an end date. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to launch this. We're going to launch this on a Monday. So why don't we do this? Let me just see here. Yeah, I don't know if I like that date. Bear with me for a second here, folks. Okay, here we go. This contest is going to start as soon as you see the premiere. And it is going to end on December 2nd. December 2nd is a Monday. We're starting this contest on a Monday. It's going to give you lots of weeks to be able to rally your troops and get as many people to come to your post and like it as possible. So again, the contest starts as soon as you see the premiere. It ends December 2nd. There you got it. Okay? And your first answer, you already got that as well. DWAYNE Johnson. And maybe he'll be the one that you pick. I don't know. Maybe he won't be the one you pick. So, let's go to number 2 on the list of prominent famous people who are engaged in some form of sewing. There's picture number 2. All right, I think you've had enough time. Picture number 3. Picture number 3. I feel like I should give us a little, some sort of majestic music or fun music or some sort of music while we're doing this. I'll just turn the volume down. What do I have? Let's do the official national anthem, but it's not our national anthem, it's another national anthem. Okay, so this again is number 3 that you're looking at right now, okay? And you can if you want to identify both of them, I think that would be super cool. But the focal point is going to be primarily on the lady that's in the picture. Just make sure of that. So I wrote some little notes on the back. Yep, it's going to be mainly the lady. You might know the guy too. I mean, he's a fairly famous dude. Okay, now I'm going to move to in front of the bed and show you the remaining ones. Matter of fact, I'll go right by the needle. That way I've got a real good focus point. And I've got to move all these sew-offs. Okay, so we are at number 4, right? Let me walk in front of the camera real quick. This is going to be a little bit tougher. This is not the greatest of pictures, but I think it's pretty doggone good. Well, if I give you the whole picture. There's number 4 right there. Now I'm going to go to number 5. And I think I'll actually use my little supports here. Number 5. And number 5 is one that I think you could have a lot of fun writing something about. Actually, number 5 is kind of blocking number 4, but you can see number 4 back there. You can see I didn't want to screw up, so I even wrote, well, you probably can't see it because the frame is in the way. Where did I write it? Oh, it's behind there. At any rate, so this is number 5. Number 5. I should probably move it up so you can actually see who this individual is, huh? Number 5. And again, I think this would be a real fun one to write a position about as far as liking this individual the most, because it's just horribly animated. Isn't it? Isn't it horribly animated? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so that's number 5. And that was a really short song, wasn't it? Holy mackerel. Well, what else do we have we can put on here? All right, let's try this one. Okay, so number 5 is coming down. Make note of it. Now we're going to number 6. Number 6. Number 6. All right, let's go to number 7. This one may be a little bit tricky to put up here. I'll have to kind of lean it in or something. So this is again number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. All right, let's go to number 8. Number 8. This is number 8 right now. Number 8. Her collection isn't even close to the size of mine. Good luck with that, lady. Okay, so what number is that? 8, right? Now we're going to number 9. Number 9. Number 9. The person we're focusing on in here is this individual right here. Okay, and again, that's number 9, right? Now we're going to go to number 10. Number 10. And again, on some of these, there might be a character name if they're involved in some sort of a production or something like that, and then their actual name. I'd be looking for their actual name, not their character name. All right, what do we have now? Let's put a little bit of Princess Hip Hop on. Okay, and I can zoom in on her a little bit. You can see her clearly, I think, there. Most of you already know this one. Okay, so that one again is going to be number 10. Now number 11. Whoops. Number 11. And it's fairly interesting that in this shot here with number 11, the individual that is featured in this shot is actually on the wrong side of the sewing machine. I hope that that's not a sign of intelligence. Maybe there's some other thing going on. But again, this is number 11. Number 11, folks. Number 12 coming up. Number 12. Number 12. This one's going to be a little bit tough, I think, for most folks. If you find it super tough, what I'll tell you is the individual that I showed, the only guy that I showed so far, is married to this individual. Does that help? I hope it helps. You recognize what kind of machine she's using there? Yep, it's a Necchi. A good Italian machine. Probably a Lydia. It's kind of hard to tell from the side, but I'm guessing it's probably a Lydia 3. So I gave you a big clue on this one because I think it's a little bit more obscure. Okay? Alright, so this is again number 12 that you're looking at right now. Number 12. Now we're going to number 13. Number 13. Again, you don't have to get all of them right, but whoever gets the most right and whoever gets the most likes for their post is going to win. And I probably should come up with, you have to get a certain percentage of them right, but I'm just going to leave it open-ended at this point. And in the event of a tie, I'll decide the tie. It'll be totally up to me to pick that winner. So again, this individual that you're seeing right now in the shot is number 13. Now we're coming up on number 14. Number 14. Number 14. See if you can guess this one. This is a tough one too, and I could give you some clues on this, but I'm not going to. So again, that's number 14 that you're looking at right now, number 14. Number 14. All right. Now we're going to number 15. Number 15. And this relates in some way to this machine and its declared origin. I should say declared origin as far as how the machine is stamped, which is obviously Great Britain. The lady on the right is the one that we're focused on here. And she's the one you have to identify. Again, this is number 15. I'll kind of move to the other folks too, just to see if it might help you in some way. Focused on a singer. Okay, let's keep on moving. Number 16 coming up. Number 16. Number 16. And that's not the prominent person, that's the machine, which happens to be what? Yes, it's the same as Jody's machine out in California. That's a free Westinghouse that this individual is, I would love to say trying to sew on, but I think she's just trying to figure out how to, you know, maybe how to turn the thing on. She just has that look of bewilderment, doesn't she? What in heaven's name is this thing in front of me, and what do I do with it? Well, if this individual could or was able to have reached out to Jody, I'm sure Jody could tell her what it is and how it works. Okay, so this is again number 16. Number 17 coming up right now. Number 17. Number 17. And you can't tell much by looking at her scarf or whatever the heck that thing is, huh? There she is. And it's hard to tell with this shot, but that looks a lot like a Singer 3115 that this individual is using. It's a light industrial machine. I've actually had a couple of them, and I sold one to a guy that wanted to sew his own seats on his private airplanes because he didn't want to pay someone to do it. So I believe that's what that is. It's a 3115. You can look it up if you want to find out more about that machine. It's a cool machine. Okay, and again, this individual you see here might be in some way associated with the origin of how this machine is stamped. Possibly, maybe. Okay, and last but certainly not least is number 18. Number 18 of prominent, possibly famous individuals that are featured in these photos. Doing something in the realm of sewing. Okay, well, you've got them. There's 18 answers that you're going to have to figure out. Get as many right as you possibly can, because that's going to weigh into whether or not you end up winning. In other words, if I have one individual that posts their answers and they have, say, 14 right, and they get just a slew of people that come to like their post. Let's say they even get the most likes, and the other person gets 2 or 3 more right. that's going to have to weigh into a decision for me as to who ends up winning. Because part of the contest is getting as many of these pictures right as far as naming the individual shown in them. The other part is getting all the people that you know or don't know to come and like your post. It's going to be a combination of both. So don't just sit back on your druthers and say, well, you know, I'm going to get most of them right, but, you know, maybe someone will get more than me, but I'm going to get a lot more likes than them. You may win, you may not. So I would say go pedal to the metal, try to get every possible answer that you can, get them posted, and then get all of your friends and all of your contacts, etc., to come and like that post. Again, it needs to be posted in conjunction with this premiere announcement on Facebook. Okay? So this is our final one, number 18 right here. This is kind of a cool sound, isn't it? All right, so let me do this. Bear with me for a second here. All right, let's go ahead and cut that light. And let's go ahead and cut these lights. And maybe I can actually get on camera so you can see what it is that I'm wanting you to see. Look at again that shine, and I haven't even gone over this intently yet. I did a general cleaning on it to get it ready for this premiere to celebrate 6,000 subscribers. But it's not even completely done yet, for goodness sakes. And it's just like, what? Drop dead gorgeous, right? Absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Not to mention it kind of glows a little bit almost, doesn't it? It's kind of glowy. It's definitely glowy. I got to move this other picture too. So like SEW and SO and all that good stuff. This is an absolutely amazing Singer 99K, and I would describe it as in near museum quality. It's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And again, the serial number is E as in Echo, K as in Kilo, 197204. EK 197204. If you haven't posted it yet in the chat, go ahead and do that. Whoever posts it first, as far as the birth date of this machine and the size of the production series, I'll send you something special. If you don't have time during the premiere, post it in conjunction with this premiere announcement on Facebook, and I'll send the first person that gets it right something special. Okay? So I'm not going to give you the birth date. I was tempted to do it because if you didn't, oops, sorry about that. If you didn't post it yet, I was going to be like, you lose. But I always love to have people win. I love to have people win. So, but that's kind of neat too, how the Singer is really almost like glowing in this shot. So let me do this. I've been getting into this coming off the tripod thing, but I got to find some music to do it with. Give me a second here. What can I find that will let me do about this one? Is this any good? Yeah, that's kind of too mild. I don't want it mild. I want something funky. Come on. Here we go. What's this one like? Oh my gosh, we're going to doze off. That's funky? They define funky different than I do. Oh yeah. And this one is actually called Funky Space Princess. How do you like that? All right, I got to turn on a little lights. That is cool though, isn't it? Oh, I love it. All right. Let me turn on this light in the rear so you can see this a little bit better. Let me see how that works. Oh yeah, I like that. You can still see the other cool lights too. All right, let's get a little closer to this 99K. Turn on the light, couldn't I? There we go. Well, my timing wasn't perfect on that song, but you get the idea. So, this wraps up the premiere announcement of this contest. And again, I've given you the end date for the contest in this premiere. I believe it was December 2nd, but you can review the premiere and just double check that date. I believe that's correct. Whatever the first Monday of December is, whatever that is. So, definitely, you know, swing at the bat on this one. I think it's an absolutely phenomenal machine. Once again, it's going to be shorter in overall bed length than the Singer Featherweight. It's going to have almost 2 times the power, and it's just a machine that you don't want to miss if you have the opportunity to win it for free. Again, I am going to ask the winner to cover the cost of shipping, which again is, I think, more than a reasonable investment to win a machine of this caliber. So again, congratulations to all of us. I'm so excited that we've hit this milestone of 6,000 plus subscribers. And who knows, in the next couple of months or so, we might be celebrating another milestone of hitting 7,000, because our growth just continues to be more and more rapid all the time, which is really amazing. And again, I know a lot of you are behind the scenes promoting the opportunities of being a part of this channel. And that's why I love to do contests like this. You know, other folks will hit milestones and they maybe type something up or whatever it is, but they don't do anything significant to celebrate. I'm all about celebration. And I hope that as many of you as possible jump into this contest to try to win this amazing 99K. All right, God bless you guys, and stay tuned for more great video / premieres like this, where you have the chance to learn, celebrate, and maybe win something pretty doggone amazing. All right, God bless, folks. Take care.